No problem. Mike Chasen back live from the complex. Our national anthem by the Valdosta State University Pep Band. We're getting ready for college basketball on a Monday night. Been a cold, gray, drizzly day on the outside, about 43 degrees, and on the inside, Blazers up to light things up tonight against Fort Valley State University. Again, Fort Valley 2-9 overall. They lost their first 8 games of the year. They won 2, then they lost to Carson Newman earlier this week, 95-67. Blazers just off their 8th consecutive win, 82-62 over the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. That was on Saturday afternoon. Your starting lineups first for the check that for the visiting team, and that's going to be tonight the Fort Valley State University basketball team. First is Sean Foxbrennan, wears number 2. Sean is a good basketball player. He is their 3rd leading scorer, averaging 11.4 points per contest. He'll wear number 2 tonight. Number 5 is Cavante Williams. Cavante Williams is their 2nd leading scorer, averaging 13.8 points a game. Cavante Williams is a 6'4", 182-pound junior from Marion, Alabama. Sean Foxbrennan, a 6'6", 205-pound senior from Miami, Florida. Wearing number 10 tonight, Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy is a basketball player that he'll wear my favorite number, number 10. He's a 6'1", 175-pound junior from Gaffney, South Carolina. Number 11 is Jalen McMillan. McMillan is a 6'4", 210-pound senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And number 24, D'Angelo Strickland. Strickland is a 6'5", 175-pound senior from Lithonia, Georgia. And for the Blazers of Valdosta State University, number 6 ranked team in America. We're number 1 tonight, Desmond Doremus, the 5'11", 170-pound senior from Pike Road, Alabama. He is a fine basketball player. He averages in double digits, 10.6 points a game. Number 3, Winston Morgan. Winston, an outstanding player for the Flame Red and Black. He's a 6', 175-pound senior from Manchester, Connecticut. Winston's averaging 15.4 points a game. He's hit 32 three-pointers on the year, leads the club in that category. Wearing number 4 tonight, Clay Giozzi. Clay, returning from last year's 26-5 squad. He's a 6'4", 190-pound junior from Greenville, Ohio. Giozzi averages 12.1 points a game. Bo Justice wears number 12, preseason NCAA Division II All-America Player of the Year for this season. He was an All-America last year, Gulf South Conference Player of the Year last year, South Region Player of the Year last year. Bo Justice put on a heck of a show Saturday in Tuskegee, scored 25 points. He's the 6'2", 175-pound senior from Peebles, Ohio. He also has graduated. He's taken graduate studies right now. The man in the middle, we're number 15, Darrell Jones, 6'5", 250-pound junior from Lake City, Florida, averaging 13.5 points a game. He's hit 7 three-pointers on the year, and Justice hit 19 three-pointers of the year. Head coach Mike Elfer in his 14th year as head coach of the Blazers of Valdosta State. 2 years ago, went 26-6, won the regular season title in the Gulf South, and also last year went 26-5. Also won the regular season title in the Gulf South Conference. Hoping to repeat that feat. 37-5 over the last 2 years in the league. Hoping to keep things going again this year. Undefeated, untied at 8-0 on the season. Those are your starters. We're getting ready to play college basketball. Fort Valley in the blue uniforms with the gold Fort Valley across the front and the gold numerals. Valdosta State wearing the white home uniforms today with the gray Blazers across the front. Gray numeral trimmed in red. Shout out today to my mom and dad and Penny listening over the Chisholm Trail in Lakeland, Georgia. They're ready for college basketball on a cold Monday night. Glad we're not playing outside tonight. My dad used to play outside when he played for Pine Grove High School, and my mom was quite a player for Pine Grove High as well, right here in Lowndes County. Here's the opening tip, Valdosta State and Fort Valley State. Tip going to be controlled by Winston Morgan. He's going to work at the left end of your radio dial, right in front of Albany State head coach, check that Fort Valley State head coach, Mark Sherrill. Played Albany State twice this year. Now we played Fort Valley twice. Long three by Justice. Missed everything. Ball going to be tipped back in bounds to Fort Valley State. Wildcats have the basketball. Going to go right to the rim, put it up, and got it. Score the basket for the Cats up and home by Thomas Hardy. Gets the first basket of the game. So the Wildcats draw first blood. They retreat into the 2-3 zone defense. Blazers don't see a lot of zone, but they see it tonight. Long three, in and out, no good by Winston Morgan. Rebound, Bo Justice. Justice wants to kick it back out far side to Doremus, to Morgan, down in the corner to Giozzi. They're in the 2-3 zone. Down low to the big guy. Turns in the lane, puts it up. Got it! Count the basket by the Blazers. Daryl Jones, a little jump hook in the lane, and he will draw a foul. Foul going to be called against Fort Valley State University with 19:10 to play in the first half of the basketball game. Men's game only tonight. Lady Blazers in action here at 6 p.m. on Wednesday night against Georgia Southwestern. Come out and see that one. Jones hits the free throw, three-point play the old-fashioned way. Blazers take their first lead of the night at 3-2. Fort Valley State with the basketball. Going to get it across the timeline, and we got what? The officials don't like where the shot clock is, so they're going to reset the shot clock. And the first time we beat the Wildcats on November 10th, 94-65, it was Morgan with 22 points, including 6 three-pointers. Justice had 21, and Jones had 18. Sean Foxbrennan had 20 points that night. For the Wildcats from Fort Valley, Jalen McMillan had 15 points in that basketball game. If you're watching on TV tonight, it's the blue suits of Fort Valley against the white suits of Valdosta State University. Blazers ranked 6th in America. Fort Valley with the basketball. Going to work at the right end. Ball going to be tipped away, picked up by the Wildcats. Penetration move. They play in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Going to find their way right to the rim. Score the basket down there for the Cats, and that'll be D'Angelo Strickland. Blazers quickly at the left end. Morgan for his second three of the night. He missed it. Rebound inside. Going to be knocked away from Daryl Jones. Picked up by the Wildcats. Wildcats have the basketball, and they're going to throw it long to this end. Got a wide open layup, and he makes it. Up and in. Wildcats go up by a score of 6-3. Score the basket down there for the Cats. Making that long break, Sean Foxbrennan. Mike Helfer immediately calls the timeout. We'll do the same. 90 seconds into it. Fort Valley 6, Valdosta State 3. Take a break. 30 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network.
Yeah, I'll just run over there.
All right, thank you, sir.
6-3, Fort Valley State in the lead over the Blazers of Valdosta State. Long three in a corner by Giozzi is good. We're tied. We are tied at 6. Giozzi make the long three ball, little soft three from the corner on the far side of this arena. We're at the complex on a Monday night for Blazer basketball. Driving right down the lane, putting it up, and good. Fort Valley State retaliates with a 2 at the near end. Scored that basket down there for Thomas Hardy. Blazers quickly down at left end. Bo Justice gets his first basket of the night. A little runner in the lane, off the window. Bo Justice with a basket for the Blazers. Tied at 8, 17:44 to play in the first half. Mike Chasen for the call. 29th year in a row for Blazer basketball. Blazers try to trap the man at the midcourt line. Doesn't work there. VSU in the traditional man-to-man defense. Hardy's going to bounce it down inside. Got a man there. Gets his man up in the air. Then off the window. No, but a foul going to be called against Valdosta State's Daryl Jones. Jones going to pick up his first personal of the night. And Fort Valley State University is going to go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Fort Valley State 2-9 coming in here. They lost 8 in a row to start the season. Won 2 in a row. Now they lost their last game to Carson Newman. That's an NCAA Division II foe. Free throw is up and in. So again, Fort Valley takes the lead. Score the free throw by Sean Foxbrennan. What a great name, Foxbrennan. 6'6", 205-pound senior from Miami, Florida. Played at Blackhawk College. Second free throw is good. 10-8 is the lead for Fort Valley State University. Both NCAA Division II teams, Valdosta State in the Gulf South Conference, Fort Valley State in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Far side, Bo Justice, long three against the zone, back iron, no. Rebound, going to be pulled away by Fort Valley, and they were tied up in there. Tying up with Fort Valley that time was, well, he's back in there. It's Greg Zupas. Hadn't started in a couple of games. He did not start tonight. Greg Zupas, the big guy, is in there for the first time tonight. 6'6", 240-pound senior from Orlando, Florida. Gets the tie up. Fort Valley on the alternate possession. No jump balls in college basketball. Hadn't been for a while. Just the alternate possession on every tie up. Here are the blue suits with the ball, going to fly to the rim, goes inside, knocked away, picked up by Justice. Justice with the steal, runs the floor, between the legs dribble, goes inside, then far side. Wide open Giozzi for three, swish! Clay Giozzi for the three ball, and Valdosta State takes an 11-10 lead. Here's Fort Valley at the right end. They're going to stop, shoot the three, and miss the three. Rebound inside, controlled by the Blazers. Coming out of there on the run, Darryl Jones throws it long, left hand, left side, up and got it. Textbook fast break. Bo Justice on the receiving end, got the layup at the left end. 13-10 is the score. Valdosta State in the lead. Timeout, Fort Valley State. Mark Sherrill calls timeout. We'll do the same. Take 30 seconds. You're listening to Blazer Ball on a Monday night. Early numbers looked like this. 5 out of 9 from the floor for the Blazers. 4 out of 5 shots for Fort Valley State. Wildcats start off like a house of fire. Valdosta State with a 13-10 lead. For the Blazers, already in the basketball game, 6 points for Clay Giozzi on a couple of threes. He's only had 2 shots, both of them triples. Both of them have gone down. Greg Zupas out there, Bo Justice out there, Desmond DeRamus. For Valdosta State, Clay Giozzi is out there, and the big guy, the man in the middle, 250-pound Darryl Jones. We're going to see several 250-pounders on the floor and more at halftime when the Blazer football team headed to Texas for the national championship against Ferris State on Saturday. Going to be honored at halftime tonight. 13-10, Blazers by 3 with 16:27 to play in the first half of the basketball game. Now the full court man-to-man pressure. It was devastating pressure for Tuskegee on Saturday that turned the game around. The Blazers pressure. Let's see how it does tonight against Fort Valley State. First time we played these guys, they turned it over 20 times. Valdosta State only turned it over 11 times. Long three in the corner is short. Rebound going to come out to Valdosta State. Quickly to DeRamus. DeRamus back to Giozzi. Tries his third three, missed it. Rebound going to come right into the hands of Fort Valley State University. Wildcats want to run the floor right to the rim, up and got it, and a foul going to be called against the hometown heroes of Mike Helfer. Count the basket by the visitors, Thomas Hardy, and he will get a free throw. Second team foul against the Blazers with 16:02 to play in the first half. First individual foul against Clay Giozzi. 13-12, Blazers by 1. Mike Helfer with a worried look on his face, standing just to my right. This can tie the score. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. He does. Zupas going to inbounds to Desmond DeRamus, the transfer from Auburn University Montgomery. Scored 15 points one night against the Blazers. Scored 20 points on another night against the Blazers. VSU won both games. Out to Bo Justice. Drives the lane, puts it up, got his shot blocked. DeRamus going to come over and steal it away from the Wildcats. Back far side of Keyshawn Ingram. Keyshawn Ingram just entered the basketball game. And now the officials got something inside. Keyshawn Ingram for the Blazers of Valdosta State is the 6'3", 185-pound senior from Lutz, Florida. Actually already graduated from Eckerd College, playing for the Blazers in his extra year of eligibility. Keyshawn Ingram scored 10 points in that record victory of the Blazers in the national tournament back in March. Seems like forever ago. 13-13, go inside to Zupas. Zupas down in the corner, got a man wide open, going to cockfire and miss from the corner. That was Keyshawn Ingram, missed a 3-ball from the dead corner. 13-all, Valdosta State, Fort Valley State. Blue Suits have the ball out at the top. Looking to work there with the right hand, then backing it back out of there. Here comes Fort Valley State with a basketball. Cavante Williams, their third leading scorer, back on the outside for the long three. Swish. Up and in for Fort Valley, Jalon McMillan. McMillan hits the three. Fort Valley leads 16-13. 5 minutes gone in the basketball game. Down at the left end. Then down low to Zupas. Zupas back out to Keyshawn Ingram to Ramus. Far side to Bo Justice. Justice back to Ramus. Down to Keyshawn Ingram. Going to penetrate. Back out to Justice. Has a wide open long NBA three. He missed it. Side iron. Rebound Zupas. Zupas back to Justice in the middle. Lays it up. Got it. Justice off the assist from Greg Zupas. 16-15, Blazers down by 1. Here comes Fort Valley State on the runner, off the window, got it. Everything goes for the Wildcats tonight. Scored up and in for Sean Fox-Brennan. Long three by the Blazers, no good by Keyshawn Ingram. Rebound going to come to the Blue Suits. Fort Valley State with a basketball and a 3-point lead. 18-15 with 14-15 to play in the first half. Fort Valley State has hit some miraculous shots already tonight. It was last year when the Blazers went to Fort Valley State and lost a tough game on the road. Runner, no good. Rebound going to come out to the Blazers. Just into the basketball game, Bryce Smith, 6'9" with those long arms. Blazers take it right to the rim. Ramus missed the shot. Ball's on the floor. Players struggle for it. Who's going to get it? Bo Justice, that's who. Bo Justice comes up with the loose basketball. Justice going to get it up top to Ramus. He'll try the three and miss it. Rebound, Fort Valley State University. Fort Valley State is a fine, fine institution located not that far from here on I-75. Just take a left up there at Perry, and about 25 minutes away, there's Fort Valley State. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes from here. Turnaround in the lanes, up and good. Scored for Sean Fox-Brennan. Fort Valley State University with a 5-point lead. 20-15, 13-15 to play in the first half. Keyshawn Ingram, skip pass, top of the key, gonna eat it out, then down low to up and off the rim, no good by Zupas. Rebound Fort Valley. Zupas threw it hard off the window, did not even stretch iron. 20-15, 13 minutes to play in the first half. Fort Valley State with a 5-point lead over the number 6 ranked team in America. Wildcats with the basketball, going to stop, shoot the 16-footer and miss it. Rebound going to be controlled out of there by Ramus. Ramus on the run, going to push the ball up the court at the left end. Out to Bo Justice, going to catch, shoot, and hit. Bo Justice, playing time for the People's Ohio graduate student, Bo Justice. Leading scorer on the club, averaging 22 points a game. He's hit 19 three-pointers on the season so far, coming into tonight's contest. 2018, Valdosta State down by 2. Fort Valley State flies to the rim, got it again. Wildcats finding their way to the rim. Jalon McMillan. Here comes Bo Justice at the left end. Quickly going to kick it out, wide open. Keyshawn Ingram for three, in and out. No, rebound Wildcats. Wildcats with a basketball and a 4-point lead. 8 minutes gone in the first half. They get it down in close, beat the Blazers down the floor. Sean Fox-Brennan with the easy basket. Time out, Mike Helfer. 12:01 to play in the first half so far. Fort Valley State hitting everything, and the Wildcats lead the Blazers 24-18. We'll be back after this 60-second break. Valdosta, Georgia. Oh, man, what basketball we got going on here. Blazers trailed 24-18, biggest lead of the game for the Fort Valley State University Wildcats. They're still in that zone. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone at the far side now. Daring the Blazers to bombs away from outside. Here's Tyler Johnson just into the game. 6'4", 180-pound senior from Howell, Michigan. Good outside shooter. Tyler up top to Giozzi. Already hit a couple of threes tonight to Keyshawn Ingram. Going to drive right for the rim and then be pushed out of bounds. Foul going to be called against Fort Valley State. 24-18, Fort Valley with their biggest lead of the basketball game. Look at that clock, 11:35 to play in the first half. Here the Blazers going to get it out of bounds after only the second foul tonight called against the Wildcats. Down in the corner, then down low. Blazers want to work quickly with the left hand. Nicely done. Got it to the 6'9" Bryce Smith. Little jump hook on the baseline with the left hand. Bryce Smith with his first hoop of the evening. 24-20, Valdosta State down by 2 buckets. 11:15 to play in the first half. Mike Jason for the call for the 29th year in a row for Blazer basketball. Here the blue suits going to work in the lane. Fort Valley jump hook in the lane is short. Rebound going to be pulled out of there by Keyshawn Ingram. Ingram wants to push the ball up the floor. Goes down low. Got the right man at the right time. Up and good. Beautiful pass by Keyshawn Ingram to Bryce Smith. Made it easy. Left-hand basket. Seal on the inbounds by the Blazers. Tyler Johnson. Johnson in throws it away. Here comes Fort Valley on a breakaway. Right to the rim. Two-hand jam. Two-hand jam by Fort Valley after the steal from Tyler Johnson. Up and in by Cavante Williams. 26-22. Blazers down by 2 buckets. 10:35 to play in the first half. Tyler Johnson down on the low block. Try him again. He's hit 2 in a row. Make it. No, he missed it. Inside, Blazers go right back up there. Gory Venable just into the game. 6'7", 230-pound junior from Bayonne, New Jersey. Got the rebound after the miss by Bryce Smith. 6'9" Bryce Smith has hit 2 in a row, and then he missed that one. And now we're going to see what Gory Venable can do at the free throw line with the left hand. Puts it up, got it. Gory Venable hits a left-handed free throw, and he will get another. Narrows the gap to 3. It's 26-23. Valdosta State down by 3 points. Yeah, Fort Valley State University at 2-9 is leading the 6th-ranked team in America. Second free throw is no good. Rebound going to be controlled by Fort Valley. 26-23. Wildcats on the run. Pull-up jumper from 15. Off the backboard, no. Rebound going to come out of there to Tyler Johnson. Johnson to Giozzi. Giozzi going to get it back this side. Keyshawn Ingram going to penetrate right to the rim. Throws it up and got it. Keyshawn Ingram, the transfer from Eckerd College, gets the basket right in the lane. What a shot. What a great soft touch on that shot. Just hung around the rim and fell right in there. Ball going to be blocked underneath. Fort Valley again. Blocked twice. 2 blocks under there by Bryce Smith. First one goes back. He goes up again. Knocks the second one back into the bleachers at the right end. Bryce Smith with a couple of terrific blocks for the Blazers. Here the blue suits of Fort Valley with a 1-point lead. Go down on the low block. Blazers play the man-to-man. Didn't bounce it back again. Knocked away, stolen away. Going to be picked up by Keyshawn Ingram. Ingram wants to run the floor at the left end. 9:39 to play in the first half. Blazers down 1. Go in the middle to Giozzi. Giozzi triple team. Ball knocked away. Wildcats have a 3-on-1. They're going to go right to the rim and fumble it on the floor and then pick it up. Now they'll reset it so they don't score on the 3-on-1. Right side, wide open 3. Will not pull the trigger. It'll travel instead. That will be a turnover against the Wildcats, who passed up the 3-on-1, did not get the layup, and then wind up traveling with the basketball. Wildcats turned it over 20 times last time we played on November 10th. Blazers won that game 94-65. Tyler Johnson out there with Keyshawn Ingram, Gory Venable, Smith's out there, and Giozzi. Only one starter on the floor right now. Top of the key, long 3, swish by Keyshawn Ingram. Knocks down a 3-ball. Blazers take the lead, 28-26. 8:55 to play in the first half of the basketball game. Fort Valley State at the top of the key against the Blazers man-to-man. Going to work it inside, trying to go past him. Blocked down there by Giozzi. Giozzi with a terrific defensive play. Knocked that one into the stands, the bleachers at the right end of your radio dial. 28-26, Valdosta State by a deuce. Here comes Fort Valley with the basketball. Going to look out on the near side. Little head fake out there, and Jalon McMillan wants to work. Jalon McMillan, crossover dribble, pull up from 15, in and out, no. Rebound, Fort Valley State had it, lost it, bounced it off his knee, and out of bounds. Dexter Williams, 6'8", 235-pound senior from Atmore, Alabama, had that rebound, but then he bounced it out of bounds off his knee. Blaser's going to stick with Smith, Johnson, Corey Venable, Keyshawn Ingram, and Giozzi on the floor. Mike Kelfer with only one starter out there, and the second unit really has catapulted the Blazers into a lead. Here's Ingram, pulls it back beyond the arc, throws far side. Tyler Johnson. Johnson back up top. Another three on the way. Front iron, no this time by Keyshawn Ingram. Rebound Wildcats. Got a 2-on-2. Bounce pass right side, down in the corner. Penetration move there, right to the rim. Jump hook in the lane, no. Giozzi rebound, yes. Giozzi passes out this side to Keyshawn Ingram. Blazers love to play fast, and they're playing fast tonight. Tyler Johnson beyond the arc, left side, throws it inside and threw it away. Going to be saved, however, by Smith, who puts it up and good with the left hand. Beautiful move by Bryce Smith. He saved the errant pass by Tyler Johnson. Valdosta State in the lead, 30-26. 7:42 to play in the first half of the basketball game. Fort Valley State with the rock. Couldn't have it knocked away and picked up again by the Wildcats. 10 seconds to shoot. Making a bounce pass in the lane. Got his man up in the air, and then he'll take a 15-foot jumper and swish up and in. Scored for Latavius Jenkins, 6'5" sophomore from Morrow, Georgia. Blazers take a breath as they come down the floor, leading by only 2 points. 30-28, 7:12 to play in the half against that zone defense all night long. Here's Johnson, goes right side to Smith, going to stop, shoot the three, and miss it. Rebound going to come out to the Blue Suits. Smith maybe doesn't know his range, or maybe he says, hey, Mike, I can shoot that three, but he just didn't hit that one. Jump hook in the lane is short, ball knocked out of bounds, touched last by Smith. Valdosta State going to get his starters back in there. And Mike Elfer's going to take the under 8 media timeout. Media timeout on the floor with his score. Valdosta State 30, Fort Valley State 28. We'll take a break. 60-second media timeout on the Blazer Basketball Network. What a game in the complex on a cold, rainy Monday night in December. Fort Valley State University 30, Valdosta State 28 with 6:51 to play in the first 20. Fort Valley State going to take it out of bounds at the right end. Blazers in the man-to-man. Going to get that starters back in there, except for Keyshawn Ingram. Ingram is still in there. Valdosta State does not have Winston Morgan in there at the present time. Valdosta State, you going to play the man-to-man. Fort Valley State going to drive to the rim, put it up, blocked by Giozzi, picked up by Justice. Long pass out to DeRamus, right to the rim, dunks it with the right hand. He just did a posterization, baby. Yeah, Thomas Hardy just got posterized. Unbelievable shot down there by Desmond DeRamus. 32-28. Crowd still buzzing about that shot. Ball going to be stolen by DeRamus. DeRamus throws it long to Bo Justice. Going to stop, shoot the three, and hit it. Bottom of the well. Time out Fort Valley State University. 35-28. The one-hand poster job by DeRamus and the pull-up three ball by by both Justice and the Blazers take a 7-point advantage. Time out. Wildcats take 30 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network. This crowd is still buzzing about that Desmond Doremus poster job on Thomas Hardy. Here the Wildcats with a basketball at the right end. Penetrate right to the rim. It rolls around and goes in. Wildcats with the basket. Blazers quickly to Giozzi at the left end. He got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. 35-30. Valdosta State in the lead. Early numbers. Blazers shooting 12 of 28 from the floor, 4 of 16 from the three-point line. Fort Valley State 12 of 24 from the floor, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. On the year, Fort Valley State had hit only 53 triples coming into the game. Blazers had hit 93 three-pointers coming into the basketball game. 35-30, Valdosta State by 5. 5:46 to play in the first half. Halftime, we'll give you all the numbers and a whole lot more. Free throw goes awry by Giozzi. VSU shooting 74% from the line coming into the game. Fort Valley State shoots 66%. Free throw by Giozzi. The second one is good. 36-30, Valdosta State by 6 with 5:46 to play in the first half. Fort Valley State against the man-to-man. Wildcats penetrate, picked it up, stolen away by the Blazers. Got to be an intentional foul. Doremus had it. They grabbed him around the waist. Got to be intentional. Mike Helfer with his arms crossed right in front of my broadcast position. His look just says that, hey, that had to be intentional. 3 officials working this NCAA Division II game tonight, but they do not call it intentional. That is only the 5th foul against Fort Valley State. Blazers, long 3 by Ingram is no good. Rebound going to pop up in the air, controlled by Fort Valley State University. Cavante Williams. Cavante Williams looks over at head coach Mark Sherrill. Williams going to pass far side to Jenkins. Jenkins throws it away. Stolen by Keyshawn Ingram. Ingram throws the alley-oop. The layup's up and good by Desmond Doremus. Doremus just caught it and laid it up. He didn't slam it. Valdosta State, 38. Ball going to be stolen away. Goes up in the stands. Blazers steal it again. Long 3 by Justice. No. Rebound going to be controlled by Fort Valley State. What a steal out there by Valdosta State's Darryl Jones and went up in the stands. Now here's Justice. He's going to steal a basketball. Justice going to take it down the left side. Gives it to Giozzi for another 3. Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Clay Giozzi for the triple off the feed from Bo Justice. Now the full court man-to-man pressure, and Fort Valley State's going to take yet another timeout. 41-30, feeding frenzy for the Blazers now off the steals. Blazers by 11, biggest lead of the game with 4. 33 to play in the first half. Oh, what a basketball team. Take a break. 60 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network. Having fun in Blazerville on a Monday night. Blazers lead 41-30 over Fort Valley State. Wildcats get it inside, and Winston Morgan knocks it away. Morgan knocks it away, and Valdosta State is going to play defense again. 41-30. It was a tight basketball game. In fact, Fort Valley State led 24-18. Long three by the Wildcats, no good. Rebound going to come out of there to Darrell Jones. Jones throws it long to Bo Justice. Down in the corner to Giozzi for the corner three. No, he missed it. Tips up and good by Darrell Jones. DJ with a big basket underneath. Caught it in the air off the Giozzi miss and then tipped it in. Valdosta State 43, Fort Valley 30. Blazers look like a slow game at the start. Now looks like they're going to hang more than a half 100 here in the first half. Blue suits from Fort Valley State University. 2 wins, 9 losses on the year. Blazers 8 wins, 0 losses on the year. Fort Valley throws it away again. Got a 3-on-2 break right to the rim. Up and good by Bo Justice, and a foul against Fort Valley State. Darrell Jones with the steal. Bo Justice gets the outlet pass, streaks to the basket. Sneaks that ball underneath the outstretched arm of the Wildcat defender, lays it softly against the pane. The bank is open on a Monday night in Titletown, USA. 45-30, Blazers by 15. You wouldn't have believed it if you tuned in not 10 minutes ago. Free throw goes awry from one of the top free throw shooters in America, Bo Justice. 45-30, Blazers by 15. Wildcats with a basketball. The defense of Valdosta State has been unreal in the last 6 minutes of this game. Going to bounce it down low. Turn around on the near side. Down on the block. Up and good by D'Angelo Strickland. Blazers quickly up top. Going to be the big guy shooting a three. He missed it, but he can hit those threes. Darrell Jones coming into the game had scored 7 3-pointers on the year, but he missed that long, high-arching three. Now we got a foul against Valdosta State. Desmond DeRamus, the transfer from Auburn University Montgomery. Blazers beat AUM twice last year en route to a 26-5 record. And in those games, DeRamus had 20 points in a 104-81 Blazer win and 15 points in a 94-92 Blazer win. DeRamus was playing for AUM, Auburn University Montgomery. Long three on the far side, up and good by Sean Fox-Brennan. Blazers quickly. Winston Morgan back into the game to Bo Justice. Justice, top of the key, going to drive inside, looking for somebody to throw it to. Ball knocked away. Justice going to give it up on the outside to Winston Morgan. He'll shoot the three and hit it. Winston Morgan. Winston had 32 trays coming into the game. He just added one more. 48-35, Blazers by 13. Runner, lane, up and no. Got a traveling call against Fort Valley State. 2:21 to play in the first half of the basketball game. Fort Valley with the turnover. Blazers with the basketball. Far side, Winston Morgan, another long one-handed three. No. Rebound, Fort Valley. Into the hands of D'Angelo Strickland. Strickland going to get it out there to lucky number 13, Terrence Evans. Evans at the top. Evans going to give it up to Strickland. Strickland back to Evans. Two-man game. Blazers pursue all the way to the V-State logo at midcourt. Bounce pass, right side. Fort Valley State going to fly to the rim. Got it blocked underneath there. And then a long three after the block goes in. Score the three by Sean Fox-Brennan. Here come the Blazers quickly. Right to the rim. Runner, lane, up. Got it. Desmond DeRamus with the runner in the lane. Blazers hang half 100 with 1:39 to play in the first half. 50-38, hometown heroes of Mike Elfer. Valdosta State University hitting on all cylinders now. Here's Fort Valley State in the dead corner. Going to get the pull-up jumper, and it's good, but it doesn't count because he took extra steps. Fort Valley State with the turnover down in the dead corner on the far side. Blazers back in action Saturday at Lee University. Bounce pass in the lane to the big guy, right to the rim. He missed it. Rebound, Giozzi. Giozzi going to look. Down in the corner, got a man. Going to fire the three and hit it. Oh, my. High. It hit the rafters. Up high in the rafters. Looked like he was going to shake the rafters. Winston Morgan knocks down another three from the dead corner. Blazers lead 53-38. Fort Valley State, if you can do it, I can do it. They knocked down the three ball, and it's Thomas Hardy. Hardy got posterized earlier tonight by Desmond DeRamus on the one-hand tomahawk dunk. DeRamus going to give it out to Winston Morgan against his own defense. Down to DeRamus. DeRamus up top. Bo Justice to Winston Morgan. Going to let it fly and miss it. Rebound going to come underneath the Fort Valley State University. Wildcats have the basketball. 35 seconds to play in the half. It's been wild and woolly. They'll shoot another long three and hit it. Bottom of the well, up and in. Score it for Jalon McMillan. 53-44. Going to make this a basketball game yet. Blaze is going to hold it for the last shot of the half, leading by 9 points. Mike Elfer shouting out the plays, going to put it in the hands of Bo Justice, his preseason NCAA Division II Player of the Year. Justice with the basketball against the zone, with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3. Going to take it himself, puts it up and missed it. And that is the halftime buzzer. Justice had a good look at it, turned around, asked his coach a question, and he fired away and missed the shot. 53-44, Valdosta State in the lead at halftime over the Fort Valley State University Wildcats, who came to play on a Monday night in Valdosta. They actually had a 24-18 lead over the Blazers with 11:35 to play in the first half. Got all the numbers coming your way and a whole lot more. We're at halftime in the Big C. Valdosta State 53, Fort Valley State 44. Take a break. 90 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network.
That's what he just said.
Mike Chasen back live from the complex. Valdosta State's playing football in Texas on Saturday at 4 o'clock for the national championship. Valdosta State against Ferris State. Blazers undefeated on the year. Should be a heck of a football game. Go out and see it if you can. You can hear Spencer Van Horn right here on the Blazer Network with all the play-by-play action. We are at halftime. Valdosta State, the numbers look like this. These are official. I'll have these for you right here as I stand up and face the camera. If you're watching across America, you can see me. And we're in Valdosta, Georgia. Here are the numbers. Fort Valley State, 18 of 34 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. They had 24 rebounds in the first half. Out-rebounded the Blazers 24-18. Called for 6 fouls, had 10 assists, 12 turnovers, 1 block shot, and 3 steals. Individually, 14 points by Sean Foxbrennan, 2 points for Cavante Williams. Thomas Hardy had 9 points. It was an 11-point first half for Jalon McMillan. D'Angelo Strickland had 6, 2 points for Latavius Jenkins, and that was all. He only had 5 players to score in the first half. Their leading rebounder with 9 was Cavante Williams. They shot 52% in the first half from the field goal, 62% on 3 balls, 5 of 8, and 100% to the free throw line, 3 out of 3. And here is the Valdosta State. Their stat sheet looks like this. Blazers shoot 21 of 45 from the floor. That's 46.7%. 8 of 27 from the three-point line. That's only 29%. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Got a rebound at 24-18. Called for only 3 fouls in the first half. Had 14 assists, led by 5 assists by Desmond Doremus. 3 assists for Keyshawn Ingram and 2 assists for Bo Justice. 3 turnovers for the Blazers in the first half. Remember, Fort Valley State had 12 turnovers. 6 block shots for the Blazers, 2 each by Clay Giozzi and Bryce Smith. 9 steals in the first half, 4 by Keyshawn Ingram. Individually, Desmond Doremus, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Those are good numbers right there. Winston Morgan had 6 points on 2 of 6 three-ball shooting. Clay Giozzi had 10 points in the first half, 3 of 5 from the arc. All 5 of his shots were beyond the 20-foot 9-inch mark. 14 points for Bo Justice on 6 of 12 shooting, 2 of 7 from the three-point line. 5 points for Darrell Jones, also had 4 rebounds. 5 points for Keyshawn Ingram. Bryce Smith had 6 points on 3 of 5 shots, and Corey Venable had 1 point in the first half. Blazers lead at halftime 53-44. Fort Valley State's biggest lead was by 6 points with 12:04 to go. VSU led by as many as 15 points with 3:34 to play in the first half. We're at halftime in the complex. 53-44, Valdosta State in the lead over Fort Valley State. We'll be back after this 90-second break. Mike Jason back live at halftime. Valdosta State 53, Fort Valley State 44. Upcoming action for the Blazers will be at Lee. That'll be on Saturday at 4 o'clock. At Alabama Huntsville next Monday night at 8:30. Back at home only one more time in December. That'll be against Emmanuel College at 4 o'clock. The Lady Blazers will play at 2 o'clock that day, so come on out for the doubleheader on New Year's Eve, Sunday afternoon, December 30th. And well, we start the new year. We got conference games left and right. We got West Florida coming in on Thursday night, January 3rd. West Florida beat the Blazers twice last year. West Alabama comes in on Saturday afternoon. That'll be a 4 o'clock game against West Alabama. Your standings in the league right now: VSU 2-0, West Alabama 2-0. The Tigers are 5-2 overall. West Georgia 2-0, and the Wolves are 6-3 overall. Lee University, we'll see them on that next Saturday, this coming Saturday. They're 1-0 in the league, 3-5 overall. Alabama Huntsville, boy, the Chargers are always good. 1-1 in the league and 5-2 overall. We'll see them next Monday night, a week from tonight. Delta State 1-1 in the league, 4-3 overall. Union 1-1 in the league, 6-3 overall. Mississippi College 1-1 in the league, 4-3 overall. It is Shorter 0-1 in the league, 2-4 overall. Auburn University Montgomery 0-2 in the league, 4-5 overall. West Florida 0-2 in the league, 3-6 overall. How about that? And Montevallo 0-2 in the league, 3-7 overall. Danny Young having a tough time out there as the Blazer football team comes out to center court to receive a standing ovation from the crowd here. Head coach Kerwin Bell is there. And they're headed to Texas on Wednesday, I believe, to get ready for the national championship on Saturday afternoon against Ferris State. Should be a heck of a football game. And, boy, it's nice to see the pride of all the Blazer fans as the football team comes out to the court here. And Kerwin Bell is going to take the microphone and say a few words about the Blazers of Valdosta State. Cheering on the football team. We're at halftime of the basketball game. Blazers 53, Fort Valley State 44. Take a break, 90 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network. Mike Chasen back live here on the Blazer Basketball Network. We're going to get Coach Kerwin Bell in here, and he's going to talk a little football with us. Mike Chasen live here with Coach Kerwin Bell of the Valdosta State University Blazers. And, Coach, what? We'll get you suited up there. Here we go. We'll get you suited up and ready to go. And you're all suited up and ready to go to Texas, I know, for the national championship. Great chance for you to go to the national championship on Saturday. What a thrill to carry this Blazer football team all the way to Texas.
Well, it is. It's, these kids, I told them, your life is about a bunch of great stories that you can tell when you get older. And this is going to be a story they can tell their kids, their grandkids. Just the journey is what it's all about. And for us to finish it off in Texas is going to be pretty special. These kids are not only great players, but like I said out there, they're great people, and it's good to see that good things happen to those kind of people.
No question at all. What a season you had, a dream season, and hopefully the dream will culminate on Saturday with the national championship. What do we know about Ferris State?
Ferris State, just like what you expect in a championship game. They're a very good opponent. It's going to be a dynamic game. They're really good on offense, sort of like we are. Both defenses are going to be in some stressful situations. We need to go out and play our very best football game to come out of there with a win. I think our kids are ready for it. They're ready for the challenge. The great thing about this team is, even though we've got some special talented kids, they've got that grit that you look for in a championship team. Every time they've been challenged all year, they've risen to that challenge. So I look for them to do the same on Saturday.
Nothing like true grit when it comes to football, just like John Wayne in the movie there. Show some true grit, go out there and win the national championship. Well, everybody here in the basketball arena certainly pulling for it today. Everybody in South Georgia, the entire state of Georgia, pulling for it to win that national championship on Saturday. Coach, let's go get them.
Well, I appreciate it. There's something special when you know not only the state, like you say, the city of Valdosta, but South Georgia, North Florida. There's something strong about that, to know that support's there, and our players sort of pull off of that as we go through the game and as we have home field advantage. That support's been great for us all year, and we know when we're out there that we're playing for something bigger than ourselves. We're playing for the Valdosta State University football program and the college and the city and the South Georgia, so it's going to be big for us.
And this guy knows what he's talking about, folks. From Mayo, Florida, here he is in Valdosta, Georgia, Titletown, USA, and just the grasp of a national championship just within our reach. Just got to reach out and take it now.
Well, we're going to give it the best shot. We're had a great day today in practice, and we're going to prepare ourselves to play the best game of the year.
Love it. Thanks for stopping by at halftime tonight.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Kerwin Bell, Valdosta State University Blazers. He's here with us at halftime. We're going to have the second half. Take a break. 90 seconds on the VSU Hoops Network. Second half action, Valdosta State basketball, 53-44. Blazers in the lead over Fort Valley State University. Mike Chasen for the call on a cold, rainy Monday night. Inside, Daryl Jones going to put it up and got it. Works hard on that low block, and he got the basket inside. Daryl Jones for the Blazers of Valdosta State just scored his 7th point of the evening. 55-44. Blazers with an 11-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for the Flame Red and Black was 13. Going to work it inside. The Blue Suits have the magic pumpkin, Jalon McMillan. McMillan wants to work, double team, throws it behind his back. Got a teammate in the corner, going to shoot the three, missed a three. Rebound, Fort Valley State, going to get it right back to Jalon McMillan. McMillan works against Chiozzi. Got a new shot clock there. After the missed shot, they'll work it back up to the top, into the hands of Cavante Williams. Williams at the high post, going to drive down the lane. Got a man there, going to put it up and got it. Cavante Williams with a nice pass inside to D'Angelo Strickland. He made the runner in the paint. 55-46. Fort Valley State continues to hang around. On the near side, Chiozzi goes inside, threw it away, picked back up by Chiozzi, and then the ball's on the floor, and Fort Valley State's going to claim the basketball and finally come out of there with the steal. Blazers had only 3 turnovers in the first half. First turnover the second half. 55-46, Valdosta State University in the lead. Down low, Wildcats going to turn, put it up, got it. Mike Helford's going to call a timeout after the basket by D'Angelo Strickland. Timeout Blazers. The lead has been cut to 7 points with 18:28 to play in the game. Mike Helford, in his 14th year as head coach at Valdosta State, will take 60 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network. Elford calls the timeout, and Blazers leading by 7 points, 55-48. Valdosta State picked to win the Gulf South Conference this year, followed by West Florida, Delta State, Christian Brothers Lee, Montevallo, Huntsville, West Alabama, West Georgia, Union, MC, Auburn, Montgomery, and Shorter. Long three in the corner by Justice, no good. Rebound, Giozzi. Blazers get the rebound. Now Morgan for the three, up and no good. Rebound, Fort Valley State. Blazers misfire on a couple of three-pointers, and the rebound by D'Angelo Strickland gives the Wildcats with the basketball and a chance to cut into the 7-point lead. 17:55 to go. They're going to take the 8-footer off the window and got it. Mike Elford says he traveled. Official said no. Cavante Williams made the basket for Fort Valley State. Mark Sherrill's team right now giving the Blazers more than they could ask for. Long three by Morgan's up and got it. Morgan with the three ball. Winston Morgan just hit his third three of the night. He has 9 points in the game. Fort Valley State trails 58-50, 17:28 to play in the basketball game. Fort Valley State beat the Blazers in Fort Valley last December. One of only 5 losses Valdosta State had on the entire season. Here's Fort Valley going to work down the lane. A little spin move up and off the glass. No. Rebound up and no again. Rebound Darrell Jones for the Blazers after 2 misses by Fort Valley State University. Jalen McMillan had a good look at it. Couldn't get it to go. 58-50. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Desmond DeRamus out there with Winston Morgan. Down low to Jones. Going to put it up and got it. Fall down there by Fort Valley State Sean Fox-Brennan. He wanted to draw the offensive foul from Jones. He did not get that luxury. Darrell Jones makes the easy basket after Fox-Brennan fell down. 60-50, Blazers by 10. 16:35 to play in the second half. Fort Valley State going to work left side. Blazers in the man-to-man defense. Got a give and go. Wide open, two-hand jam. Winston Morgan lost his man, and Fort Valley State gets a two-hand dunkaroo. Blazers quickly at the right end after the dunk by Thomas Hardy. Long three, in and out, tip, no. Rebound going to be controlled by Darrell Jones. Jones going to drive to the basket, goes inside, double team there, throws it into Giozzi, but threw it away. Ball's on the floor, going to be picked up by Fort Valley State. Blazers turn it over. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Here comes Fort Valley, going to get another easy layup up and in by Sean Fox-Brennan. Fox-Brennan with the easy layup, beat the Blazers down the floor. It's a 6-point basketball game, 60-54. 15:45 to play in the second half. Blazers on the outside to Giozzi, up top to Morgan, down in the corner. Bo Justice going to try the three, and swish! Bo Justice hits the three ball for Valdosta State. He has 17 points today. Valdosta State University in the lead over the Fort Valley State University Wildcats. 15:25 to play in the game. Blazers going to put in some fresh faces at the next ball stop, which will also be our media timeout. Fort Valley State tries the alley-oop, missed it, but he just caught the ball, came down, put it back up, and that's D'Angelo Strickland. Strickland with an easy two-pointer underneath. Blazers giving up a lot of baskets right underneath the hoop. Going to go inside to Darrell Jones. He gets an easy basket. Darrell Jones with an easy two-footer right underneath the twines. Valdosta State 65, Fort Valley State 56. Blazers going for their 9th consecutive victory tonight. 14:50 to play in the game. Here's Fort Valley State. Ball going to be kicked away on the floor. Going to be picked up by the Wildcats. It'll be Jalen McMillan. McMillan up top to Cavante Williams. Williams with the basketball. 5 on the shot clock. Williams going to drive to the rim. Be fouled by Giozzi, I believe. Giozzi wanted a jump ball. He didn't get it. Foul going to be called against Clay Giozzi, and that will be, his second foul of the day. Jones going to check out of there. Jones was sick on Saturday in that 20-point win over Tuskegee. And let's see, maybe he's not feeling quite up to par tonight. Got our media timeout, our under-16 media timeout with 14:35 to play in a game with your score. Blazers 65, Wildcats 56. Take a 60-second media timeout. Mike Helford talks to his troops. He is the second longest tenured coach in Valdosta State history, second winningest coach ever in Valdosta State University history. Only 5 times have the Blazers recorded 25 or more wins in a season. And that was during the Rebel era when Gary Colson did it. One time when Jim, let's see, I want to check that stat there. Jim Yarber did it once, and Mike Helford's done it 3 times. That's it. So 5 times, 25 or more wins. Fort Valley State at the free throw line at the left end. Blazers got 8 wins this season, open for number 9 tonight, as the free throw is missed by Cavante Williams. Red Hot National Championship dance team not here tonight. Cheerleaders are here. Pep band is here. They add a lot to the atmosphere in Blazerville. Cavante Williams, second free throw. Puts it up. Got it. Now we have Greg Zupas in the game. Keyshawn Ingram's in the game. Desmond DeRamus. Got the big guys, 6'9". Bryce Smith in the basketball game. Made some nice shots in the first half. Going to go inside to Smith. Going to turn in the paint, put it up, and missed it. Rebound going to come to Fort Valley State. 65-57. We only got an 8-point game right now. Walter Cottingham, Gary Colson, Jim Melvin, James Dominy, Jim Yarber, and Mike Helfer. The lineup of coaches since 1955 for Blazer basketball. Got a foul underneath, going to be called against Fort Valley State University. It'll go against Jalon McMillan. Blazers going to get the ball back. Got a holding call underneath. Should be 10 yards for Kerwin Bell's football team. 65-57. Blazers by 8. 14:06 to play in the game on a Monday night in Titletown, USA. Here is Desmond DeRamus to Bo Justice against the zone. Throws the alley-oop up and got it. Threw it right over the rim. Desmond DeRamus caught it and flushed it with 2 hands. 67-57. Blazers by 10. Another assist for Bo Justice. Bo Justice for the Blazers, leading scorer for the team, leading assist man for the team. Ball going to be knocked away, stolen by VSU, and we get a foul against Fort Valley State. Foul against Fort Valley State University. And I like to tell you that Bo Justice, as much as he can shoot the basketball, he also knows how to help his teammates. Got 32 assists, 31 assists for Valdosta State University in the game. Let's see, Winston Morgan's got 31 assists. Here are the Blazers, right to the rim. Keyshawn Ingram got his shot blocked. Fort Valley State's going to pick up the loose ball. They got a breakaway at the other end. Tries to tomahawk it, missed the shot. Rebound Fort Valley State, up and high off the window. Got it. Score the basket for Cavante Williams. Valdosta State throws it quickly to Zupas. Ball going to be stolen away, but he stepped on the inline. Yes, he did. Ball was taken away from Zupas, but Fort Valley State stepped on the inline, so it will be Blazer ball. Desmond DeRamus out there with Bryce Smith, Greg Zupas, Keyshawn Ingram, and Bo Justice. Justice tries to sneak under there and get an easy one, but no such luck. Going to give it to Zupas. He'll turn in the lane, put it up. He got fouled. Corey Venable going to check in for VSU. And he gets some instructions from assistant coach Blake Justice before he goes in there. Now he's going to go back to the end of the bench. He thought he was going in, but maybe not. Greg Zupas going to be in there with a free throw is good. Greg Zupas was a starter earlier in the year. Had a little knee injury, and he strained his knee just a bit. Missed a couple of games. Back and playing, coming off the bench right now. Valdosta State, he hits both free throws, 67-60 over Fort Valley State. 13 minutes to play in a game. Wildcats drive right for the rim, missed a shot, rebound Smith. Smith out of there to DeRamus. DeRamus across the timeline, gives it to Bo Justice. Lifts, fires, hits! Bo Justice with the 3-ball for the Blazers. Justice in the basketball game, 20 points. Had 25 on Saturday against Tuskegee on a wet, cold day in Tuskegee, Alabama. Fort Valley going to shoot the long 3 and hit it right in Bo Justice's face, up and in by Jalon McMillan. McMillan knocks down the 3. Fort Valley State is not a big three-point shooting team. Coming in here, they had just like half as many threes as the Blazers. They only had 53 three-pointers on the air. Fort Valley State going to take it away from the flame red and black. They get a steal. Blazers turn it over. Here comes Fort Valley. Second 3 in a row. Bottom. Scored again for Jalon McMillan. Got a 7-point game, 72-65. Bo Justice said, I can shoot a 3, and he does. 4 consecutive threes, 2 by Bo Justice, 2 by Jalon 7:55 to play in a basketball game. Blazers by 10, 75-65, a shootout in the complex on a Monday night. Got a reach-in foul against Bo Justice. And it should bring about the under-12 media timeout, and it does. 11:47 to play in the game. Your score, Valdosta State 75, Fort Valley State 65. Take a 60-second media timeout. Lady Blazers of Carly Kids, 5-3 overall, 1-1 in the Gulf South Conference. Beat Payne in Augusta Thursday night, 77-49. They'll play Georgia Southwestern at the complex, 6 p.m. Wednesday night right here. Come out and see Lady Blazer basketball, 6 o'clock Wednesday night. The Blazers right now lead 75-65 over Fort Valley State University. Leading scorer, 23 points tonight for Bo Justice. 10 points for Clay Giozzi, 11 points for Darrell Jones, also has 7 rebounds. Close to a double-double for the big guy. Fort Valley State down in the corner. Fort Valley State against the Blazer, man-to-man. 11:32 and counting in the basketball game. Blazers going for number 9 in a row. Ball going to be knocked away and a shot clock violation. Good defensive play there by the Blazers, Bryce Smith. Smith knocked it away from the three-point shooter. And it will be Zupas inbound into Desmond Doremus. Got Bo Justice at the right end along with Keyshawn Ingram and Smith. Coming across the half line, right on the V-State logo. Near side of Bo Justice, right back up top to Doremus. Ball knocked away, picked up by Justice. He'll shoot the three and hit it again. Bo Justice has 26 points tonight. Still in the inbounds pass, Keyshawn Ingram going to shoot the three and miss it. Rebound, Fort Valley State. Keyshawn Ingram stole the inbounds, and then the foul on the floor. Bo Justice got hit right in the face, I believe, and he's holding his hands over his eyes down at the right end. Sweat all over the floor down there. They called Justice with a foul. That'll be his second foul of the night. Going to ask for a towel and get some perspiration wiped up off the floor. I think he got hit right in the snuzzola. Bo Justice from Peebles, Ohio. What a player. What a player. Valdosta State with 11:02 to play in the game, leading by 13 points, 78-65. Fort Valley State with the basketball. Lifetime against the Wildcats. We're 17-2, have lost only twice in 19 tries against Fort Valley State University on the basketball floor. One of those was last season, last December. Turnaround, 8 feet away, missed it. Rebound, Smith. Out to Justice. Justice on the run at the right end. Bo Justice, left hand, right hand, between the legs dribble. Bo Justice comes out near side to Keyshawn Ingram. Transfer from Eckert to Zupas in the middle. Ball going to be tipped away by Fort Valley State. Going to get Giozzi back in there, Jones back in there, and Winston Morgan back in there. 3 starters back in for the Blazers. Smith, Ingram, and Desmond Doremus come out. They'll stay with Greg Zupas. This was the original starting lineup this season before Zupas injured his knee. Throw it long to Jones. Jones on the far side to Bo Justice. Been red hot tonight. Down low to Zupas. Double team, puts it up anyway. Got it! Strong move to the rim by Zupas. Hit a 5-footer in the lane. 80-65, Blazers by 15. Biggest lead of the game for VSU. Runner, lane, no. Rebound underneath, tipped up in the air. Fort Valley State going to put it back up, miss it again. Rebound, Giozzi. Giozzi throws it long to Bo Justice. Going to stop, shoot the three, and hit it! Oh my, what a shot! That's the shot of the year as he caught it, turned around, had a Wildcat right in his face, and he knocked down the triple. What a shot by Bo Justice. I've seen them all, folks. I saw him the afternoon. He had 40 against West Georgia. That ranks right up there with the greatest shots of all time by the preseason NCAA Division II All-America Player of the Year. Fort Valley State going to make a three at the left end. Here's Jones, drives underneath, puts it up, missed it, put it back up, got it. Jones on the putback, got a rebound and a basket made off that possession. 85-68. Fort Valley State trails by 17 points with 9:15 to play in the game. Wildcats going to bounce it inside, got a two-hand jam. More dunks against the Blazers tonight than I've seen in a while. D'Angelo Strickland with the basket. 80-75, Blazer lead is 15. Bo Justice going to take another three and hit another three. This is kind of the streak that he was on Saturday when he set that crowd on fire over at Tuskegee, Alabama. Bo Justice just knocking him down from everywhere. 88-70, Valdosta State by 18. 8:45 to play in the game. Blazers going to go to 9-0 if this holds up. Here are the Wildcats of Fort Valley State. Going to stop, shoot the 16-footer, in and out, no. Rebound, Zupas. Zupas to Winston Morgan, back to Bo Justice. Can he hit another one? Bo Justice between the legs dribble, going to stop, shoot the long three, and hit it again. Bo Justice, oh my, his brother Blake just offered him a smile to Mike Helfer. Folks, he is absolutely unconscious. No matter where he is, that's where he's going to hit it. Now Fort Valley State says, I'll try a three, and they do. Up and in. Fox Brennan with the three ball. Here comes Bo Justice again. Justice double teamed up top. They're going to give it over to Winston Morgan. Back to Bo Justice with the fake, and then a foul against Fort Valley. That'll be only the fourth team foul against the Wildcats. 8 minutes to play in the game. Media timeout on the floor. Your score. Valdosta State 91, Fort Valley State 73. 8 minutes to play in the game. It's the Bo Justice Show on a Monday night. Take a break, 60 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Blazer Nation, we are back with another time.
Bo Justice had 14 points at halftime. He scored 21 after intermission. He's hit 9 of 14 three balls, 13 of 20 shots overall. He has 35 points. Valdosta State, his career high is 40 that he got against West Georgia on a Sunday afternoon last season. Bo Justice, let's see if Fort Valley tries to put the lockdown on him right here. They're in a man-to-man defense right now. They've come out of that zone. Justice is going to wheel it inside to Darrell Jones. Jones going to turn, put it up, and got it. Mike Helfer wanted a foul, didn't get it. Jones with a basket. Blazers have 93. Fort Valley has 73. Valdosta State University rocking and rolling here in the second half. Penetration move by Fort Valley. Going to bounce it down low. They get another two-hand dunk. They penetrate that Blazer defense. And D'Angelo Strickland says, I'm going to stuff it with two hands. Bo Justice comes out of the media timeout. Looks over at Mike Helfer for the call. Goes far side to Winston Morgan. Valdosta State U. Going to look to Morgan to penetrate. Bounce it to Justice. Beyond the arc. Justice going to stop. Shoot the three. And hit it again. Justice has 38. Valdosta State's all-time record, 46 points by two players. The great Eddie Brown had 46. Valdosta State University could be approaching that all-time record right now. 38 points for Bo Justice. On the far side, they're going to look and look and look. Fort Valley with the basketball. Fort Valley State University going to penetrate, take the two, and shoot the two, and make the two. 96-77, Jalon McMillan. Valdosta State, Winston Morgan going to go to Bo Justice. Justice, far side to Giozzi, back to Justice, shoots a three, and hit it again. He has 41 points for Bo Justice. 99-77, Blazers by 22. Fort Valley State right to the rim, no good. Fort Valley State to the rim and no good, and Bo Justice is shooting lights out tonight with 41 points in the basketball game, approaching the all-time high for a Blazer basketball player of 46 by the great Eddie Brown. Here's Bo Justice going to come down the floor. Valdosta State University could be setting some records tonight. Bo Justice has 41, pulls it back out of there. Justice, their teammates trying to set him up. They know he's red hot. Bo Justice between the legs dribble, pulls it back out of there, goes inside, backdoor cut, got his man, up and good. Beautiful pass by Bo Justice to Zupas, who got the easy basket. Blazers over the 100 mark, 101-77. Fort Valley State dead in a corner, wanted the long three, wouldn't take it. Drive inside, reverse lay is good. Nicely done by Fort Valley State. Up and in by Jalon McMillan. 5:39 to play in the game. Blazers 101 and Fort Valley State 79. Got a foul against the Blazers. Check, they just turned the ball over. They're not going to call the foul. 5:39 to go in the game. Blazers lead by 21 points, 22 points it is, 101-79. I'll get my mathematics correct. Here's Fort Valley with the basketball. Wildcats 2-9 on the year. They're going to be 2-10 here in about 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Blazers should go to 9-0. Ball inside, threw it away. That'll be a turnover for Fort Valley State. Fort Valley State turns it over. John Neal and Eddie Brown both scored 46 in games for VSU. I saw both of those games. John Neal against Troy State, Eddie Brown against Armstrong State. Going to set up Bo Justice again. Fall away three-pointer. He missed it. Rebound controlled by Fort Valley State. First one he's missed in a while. Bo Justice has 41. His all-time individual scoring record was 40 against West Georgia last year. Here's Fort Valley State with 5 minutes to play in a basketball game. Blazers lead 101-79. Ball going to come out of there. It'll be in Fort Valley's hands. Long three-pointer, in and out, no. Tip, up, and good. Score it for the Wildcats. It'll be up and in by D'Angelo Strickland. Bo Justice across the timeline. 41 points in the record books right now. Bo Justice wants to work, wants the screen from Zupas. Bo Justice, top of the key, going to stop, shoot the three, and miss it. He's cooled off a little bit now. He's missed two in a row. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the game. Fort Valley State right to the rim. Going to go up and got fouled. 4:25 to play in the game, and the Wildcats will be at the free throw line, trailing by 20 points, 101-81. The story of the game, Bo Justice had only 14 points in the first half. In the second half, he has exploded to say the least. 27 points in the second half, total of 41. Blazers lead by 20. Fort Valley State at the free throw line. Sean Foxbrennan. Foxbrennan going to put it up and make the shot. He will get another. John Neal, Eddie Brown both had 46 points for the Blazers to set the all-time scoring record. Bo Justice has 41.
Hey, 4 games, guys. 4 games.
And that is the most points scored by a Blazer basketball player since John Neal. Eddie Brown did it in the 80s. John Neal did it in the 90s. They're going to give it back to Bo Justice at the top. Justice being hounded now by the Fort Valley State players. Justice wants to work, turns, spins, going to give it up, wants to give and go, goes inside, and got a foul going to be called against Fort Valley State. 6 of the game against the Wildcats of Mark Sherrill. 101-83, Valdosta State in the lead with 4:05 to play in the basketball game. Mike chasing for the call, 29th year in a row. Going to get it inside to Zupa. Check that to Giozzi. Giozzi was fouled by Fort Valley. And no time ran off the clock. And that should be the 6th-team foul. It is. 6th-team foul against Fort Valley State. 101-83. Blazers in the lead. Trying to get it in. Winston Morgan throws it long to Desmond Doremus. Going to get a media timeout at the next ball stop. Desmond Doremus going to drive the lane, lay it up. Easy layup for Desmond Doremus. Great body control by the transfer from Auburn University Montgomery. Here's Fort Valley State, going to be blocked by Desmond Doremus. What a block! Out to Morgan. Morgan's going to go right side of Bo Justice. Going to shoot the three, and he missed it. Rebound, Fort Valley State. Justice has 41. Fort Valley State going to throw it into the bleachers at the far end. Media timeout with 3:37 to play in a game, and the Blazers leading by 20, 103-83. Bo Justice, 9 at the complex. It's Monday. Take a break. 60-second media timeout. Live from the complex, we had Blazer ball. Valdosta State in action. That will be on Saturday afternoon against Lee University. That'll be a men's and women's game. 103-83. The numbers are incredible. Bo Justice 15 of 25 from the floor, 11 of 19 from the three-point line. One more three, and he'll set the all-time Valdosta State record. And that was set, what, a couple of years ago? Yeah, Jeremiah set the record with 11 against West Alabama. I was at that game. Maybe more than a couple of years ago. He could set the all-time record for three-pointers in a game if he hits one more three. Bo Justice with 41 points today. Here is Desmond Doremus to Winston Morgan. Morgan can fire that three as well. Morgan going to go inside, threw it away, picked off. That'll be a turnover. That'll be Blazers' 8th turnover of the game. Fort Valley State's turned it over 19 times tonight. They turned it over 20 times when the Blazers beat them 94-65 on November 10th. Here's Fort Valley State inside, turns toward the rim, lays it up, got it. Score the basket for Kevontae Williams, 103-85. Blazers by 18. Bo Justice for the long three, and he missed it. He's missed three in a row now. Rebound Giozzi. Giozzi double team, going to dribble out of pressure. Giozzi going to pick up his dribble, come throw it away. It'll be another Blazer turnover. We've turned it over on back-to-back possessions. Fort Valley State flies to the rim, reverse lay up and no. Ball tipped out of there, picked up by Giozzi. Giozzi going to take it over there, and Fort Valley State's going to steal it again. Wildcats steal the ball and dunk it again. A dunk by D'Angelo Strickland, and Mike Elfer doesn't like what he's seeing. And you got Desmond Doremus down at center court, and his teammates help him up. 103-87, 2:41 to play in the game, and Valdosta State takes a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds on the Blazer Basketball Network. Jeremiah Hill had 11 threes against West Alabama over in Livingston one night. I saw the game. And if Bo Justice hits one more three, he'll set the individual game record for the Blazers. He has 11 threes as well. And if he gets 7 more points, he'll set the all-time scoring record. Bo Justice is going to be fouled. That'll be the 7th foul against Fort Valley State. Bo Justice will go to the free throw line. They count from there, too, albeit only 1 point each. 2:29 to play in the game. Bo Justice with 41 points today on 11 of 19 shooting from three-ball range. Going to hit that free throw. He's got 42. 15 points in the game for Darrell Jones. He got 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. 10 points for Clay Giozzi, 10 points for Desmond Doremus. Second shot is also good. He's got 43 points. Bo Justice only 3 points away from tying the individual game scoring record set by John Neal and Eddie Brown. Here is Fort Valley State going to throw it away. Bo Justice is going to pick it off. Bo Justice is going to come all the way down, going to stop, shoot the three, and miss miss it. Rebound, Fort Valley State University. Justice has cooled off. 105-87 with 2 minutes to play. Fort Valley State with a tip in at the left end. It's up and good. Wildcats tip it in, scored for twin set of ones, and that's Jalon McMillan. 1:54 to play in the game. Blazers going to win this basketball game, leading 105-89. Driving right for the rim, Desmond Aramis. He missed it, but dunking it in there is Corey Venable. Here comes Fort Valley State quickly at the left end. Long three in the corner. A short rebound out to Clay Giozzi. Giozzi had it stripped from behind. Ball going to go out of bounds. 94 seconds to play in the basketball game. And let's see, it'll be coming out of there, Clay Giozzi. Bo Justice is going to stay in the basketball game with 94 seconds to go. He's got 43 points. He's 3 points away from tying the all-time single-game record for the Blazers. 1 3-ball away from tying the individual single-game 3 balls made. Here's Bo Justice. They're going to set the screen for him. He's going to take the long three and miss it. Rebound going to be controlled by Fort Valley State. Justice missed 4 in a row now. 107-89, Blazers in the lead. Fort Valley State shoots the long three in the corner and got it. Up and in by Jalon McMillan. 1 minute to play in a basketball game. Blazers 107, Fort Valley State 92. Blazers has already scored 129 this year. Ball's going to drive in, throw it away. Back to Bo Justice for the three. Puts it up, got it! Bo Justice has 46 points tonight. He's tied the single-game scoring record for Valdosta State. He has set a record for 3 balls made in a single game. And we got a technical foul against somebody for Valdosta State U. Bo Justice, 46 points tonight. He, Eddie Brown, and John Neal have all scored 46 points in a Valdosta State basketball game. So 1 more point to break the record. And Fort Valley State, for some reason, shooting technical fouls. There was a technical called against VSU. I do not know why. First free throw goes in, and he will get another. Second free throw is good. He hit them both. Up and in by Jalon McMillan. 110-94, Valdosta State in the lead. Will Bo Justice take another shot tonight and set the individual game scoring record? 49 seconds to play. Bo Justice with 46 points tonight to tie the individual game record. Fort Valley right to the rim. 1 more basket. Bo Justice will set the all-time record. Let's see if they try to set him up with 37 seconds to go. Bo Justice trying to shake free. They're going to try to get him to basketball. Winston Morgan with the rock. 29 seconds to go. And we got a foul going to be called against Fort Valley State. He could set the record at the free throw line. Technical foul against Fort Valley. And Bo Justice could set the record at the free throw line right here. He could become the highest individual game score in Valdosta State history. It's up. It is. No good. He missed it. He will get another for his 47th point to set the record. Bo Justice puts it up, and he got it. Bo Justice has just set the record for most points in a basketball game for Valdosta State University with 47 points. Bo Justice breaks the record held by John Neal and Eddie Brown. They both had 46. Bo Justice, the all-time single-game scoring record with 47 points tonight. Oh, what suspense. Right down to the final 19 seconds. Mike Elford takes him out of the game. Ball going to be stolen away by Fort Valley. Blazers lead 111-96. Blazers let him dunk it with the right hand. Up and in by Sean Foxbrennan. VSU will not shoot it again. 111-98, unless Fort Valley steals it, will be the final score. Valdosta State going to go to 9-0 on the year, and Bo Justice sets the scoring record for VSU. 47 points in 1 game. We're going to be back for a tremendous postgame after this 90-second break.
Check.
How many wind up with? What? How many wind up?
47 set the record.
Live from the complex, Valdosta State basketball. What a game! Blazers win the basketball game by a score of 111-98. I just about lost my voice as Bo Justice sets the all-time single-game scoring record with 47 points. What a game for Bo Justice. 16 of 28 from the floor, 12 of 22 from the three-point line, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. He got 2 rebounds, he had 3 fouls, 47 points, 6 assists, 2 steals in 35 minutes of action, and Bo Justice has become the all-time single-game scorer in Valdosta State history with 47 points. I saw Eddie Brown score 46 against Armstrong State. I saw John Neal score 46 against Troy State, and now I've seen Bo Justice score 47 against Fort Valley State. Blazers win 111-98. All the stats coming up in 90 seconds.
See ya. Yeah.
Go get him Saturday. What a game. Blazers win at 111-98. Bo Justice sets the individual game scoring record with 47 points tonight. He had 40 last year on a Sunday afternoon against West Georgia. He breaks that record tonight, the all-time record held by John Neal. I saw that game over in Troy State. Blazers lost that game, as a matter of fact, 148-136, and John Neal had 46 points tonight. Blazers won the game against Armstrong State when the great Eddie Brown, the all-time leading scorer for Valdosta State, scored 46 points in that game. Other Blazers scorers tonight, Desmond Doremus had 10 points and 12 assists. Wow, 12 assists by Desmond Doremus. How about that in 31 minutes? 9 points, 1 rebound for Winston Morgan on 3 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc. 10 points for Clay Giozzi with 7 rebounds. 47 points for Bo Justice. Darrell Jones had 15 points and 8 rebounds. 5 points for Keyshawn Ingram. Bryce Smith had 6 points off the bench. 3 points for Gorey Venable. Greg Zupas had 6 points and 3 rebounds. Valdosta State shot 42 of 79 from the floor, 53%, 19 of 45 from the three-point line. Bo Justice also set the record for individual three-pointers tonight with 12. The team record for three-pointers is 22, I believe, against West Florida a few years ago. From the free throw line, Blazers 8 out of 12. Got out rebounded by the Wildcats, 37-31. Blazers had an amazing 27 assists tonight, led by the 12 assists of Desmond Doremus. The man of the hour steps into our broadcast booth. Bo Justice for Valdosta State University set the all-time single-game scoring record tonight with 47 points in one basketball game, the most ever scored by a Valdosta State basketball player. We've been playing basketball since 1955, and Bo Justice sets the record tonight. Congratulations, Bo, on a magnificent effort and setting the record.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Pretty nice. It was a hard one to get. I didn't realize I was that close, so I was just playing a game, and Blake finally told me, he said, hey, you're only one away, shoot for it. And I actually felt very selfish doing so, but I know last year I was close, and just one of those things we always joked about, so I was like, now if I'm going to have the upper hand on the jokes, I need to go get it. But if I go back, I'd rather beat them by 30 and me not have the record than me have the record and only win by 13.
Well, you've always, and I told the crowd, you were leading the team in assists coming into this basketball game, and you've always been a very unselfish player, and that was evidenced on the court tonight. But you had the shots, and by golly, there was a streak there where everything was going in, just like the West Georgia game a Sunday afternoon a year ago. Yeah,
it must be something about when we come out and have a just okay first half. I decide the second half is good for me. I'm coming off a good game in the second half of Tuskegee as well, so just one of those nights they started falling. I'm glad my teammates found me and I could put them back in there.
You're not the type of player to keep up with how many points you have on the floor, but somebody actually had to tell you you were close to the record.
Yeah, Blake mentioned it. I mean, that's where he takes the step away from being a coach and being a big brother.
Right.
I think they all have that little line, and he definitely stepped away from it, and he mentioned, he's like, hey, man, just hit another three. You got it. You already tied it. At that point, I should have just let the game come, but I joked with Coach. I didn't know if he was going to take me out or not. So
had to fire it up there.
Yeah, so Blake said I was like 10 for 11. I missed 5 in a row. I was like, whatever I do in spurts, so I wasn't surprised.
You stepped to the free throw line. You had 2 free throws on the technical foul. You missed the first one to put the crowd in even more suspense. And then you've always been one of the great free throw shooters in America. You knocked down the free throw to set the record. What was your feeling right then?
I didn't know about the in-game scoring record until he told me. I just knew about the three-point record, and I guess it's a GSC one too. That's what he just told me. So that's all I was really thinking about. I mean, I had probably the opportunity to just drive and kick and shoot some layups. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about the overall scoring. I knew I had some points because I was making a lot of threes, but that was just 2 free throws that I should have knocked down. I missed one earlier, so that goes back to me thinking about my mom yelling at me later. So
you and I have talked about that. His mom gets on to him for missed free throws, and I know his mom, she's a delightful person. The way the ball was going in tonight, it was so similar to that West Georgia game last year. You got in such a rhythm, the way you did in the second half at Tuskegee on Saturday. You had 2 points on Saturday in the first half, scored 23 in the second half. And Mike Helver said, Mike, there's no joke about this. He shoots before the game, he shoots after the game, he's always shooting. That's why he makes these shots, because he practices these shots.
Yes, sir. It's that's really what it comes down to. I know if I miss a few in a row, I know they're going to go in just from all the hours I put into it. I know when one goes in, they follow in spurts. I mean, nobody will look back on this game and think about me breaking the in-game record, GSC, and three-point record and say, hey, Bo airballed his first shot of the game, missed his first other 2 threes. That's what I'll look back and think on, but no one else will really think about that. So I always think the negative parts, but I'm like, oh, they had to go in eventually. So that was my thought process, and then I hit one early, so it was enjoyable to play. Like I said, just wish we could have beat him a little more.
I hadn't even thought about that. You set the all-time scoring record, and you start the game by shooting an air ball.
Right, that's usually how it goes. I believe before the West Georgia game, might not have been the West Georgia game, but the Auburn-Montgomery game, I played really well, and I hit the side of the backboard in the corner. I was like, so it must be one of those things where I go from one extreme to the other. So it's pretty fun, though.
Well, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be sitting courtside when you did set the record, since I've seen the other 2 guys, Eddie Brown and John Neal, to score 46 points in a game. John Neal actually in a losing effort. Blazers lost to Troy State, 148-136, and here you set the record in a magnificent win tonight, 111-98 over Fort Valley State. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bo Justice for the Blazers of Valdosta State University sets the all-time single-game scoring record tonight with 47 points in the basketball game, sets the all-time record for Valdosta State. 3 balls in a game. He hit 12 threes tonight to break the record set by the great Jeremiah Hill. That was 2 years ago, and he's signing autograph score sheets here for all the fans that are coming around, and there are a lot of them coming around for this basketball game. Fort Valley State tonight shot 40 of 69 from the floor. That's 58%. Amazing shooting by Fort Valley State. 10 of 15 from three-ball range, 66%. 8 of 9 at the free throw line. They out-rebounded the Blazers 37-31. They were called for 14 fouls. They had 20 assists, 20 turnovers in the basketball game, 2 block shots, and 11 steals in the game. Valdosta State University goes on the year to 9-0 on the season. Blazers keeping things going here, and I tell you what a game for the Flame Red and Black tonight, and what an individual game for Bo Justice. Mike Helfer has told us all season long the reason, and this is for all the young guys and young ladies out there, if you want to be a great basketball player and you want to be a great shooter, you got to take a lot of shots before the game and after the game, and you can attest to the fact that Bo Justice does both of those things.
Absolutely. I think he works harder than anybody I've ever had on his shot, and those things, it just doesn't happen. It's not some video game where you want to be a better shooter. You just sub Steph Curry in on your team, and you're Steph Curry. It just doesn't work like that. And I give Bo credit because he works harder than anybody. I mean, and
Sure.
You've seen it, and everybody listening would say, well, what's that mean? It means he's always in the gym, like always in the gym shooting.
Yep.
And I also made a reference the other day in practice that you got to shoot practice shots like you're going to shoot in the game. And he does that. Like, he goes just as hard every rep in practice as he does in the game. And so those things are going to happen when he starts doing that.
You're over on the bench. You know he's approaching the scoring. I guess you knew he was approaching the scoring.
I didn't until very late. But, so it was a 16-point game. Like,
Yes, it was.
I wasn't taking people out. I mean, I was figuring out a way to win. I know he forced some shots, but the guy made 10 of his first 11. He has the right to shoot some of those. But I didn't know he was creeping on a record till real late, and that's okay. I mean, that's the thing. Bo's the last one that cares about records.
Is. That's correct.
He just wants to win. He doesn't care. And I'm happy for him because I think it's a good, kind of compliment to his work ethic.
You and I were just off an amazing performance on Saturday afternoon when we actually saw the opposing crowd. And folks, you're listening, you don't believe this, but it actually happened. The opposing crowd was pulling for Bo Justice as he scored 23 points in the second half. They were pulling, and they booed Mike Helfer when he took him out of the game.
They did. I mean, I know people feel like we're telling a fib right there, but
we saw it. We were there.
It was the truth, because I turned to Blake. I said, I think they're booing me for taking him out.
And they did.
I mean.
And they were taking selfies with him after the game while I was doing the post-game interview with him.
Absolutely. I mean, it just was amazing. But again, I mean, I thought we had a couple guys really play well tonight other than Bo. What he did, obviously, that stands out. But I thought Bryce Smith gave us a great boost off the bench in the first half. Played really well. I thought Clay was scrappy. Dez is always scrappy. Keyshawn Ingram played well for us tonight. Came in and did some good things. So we had a lot of guys play well. Now, overall, we were horrible, like as a team. But we had some guys make some individual plays. I don't want people to get, distracted on that. We didn't play very well overall.
Desmond Aramis, 12 assists tonight with 10 points, and also he had 4 rebounds in the game. Almost a triple-double for Desmond Aramis right there.
Yeah, and the thing about Des, he's another kid. Like, I want him to be more aggressive scoring, especially in transition. He needs to look to get to the basket because it's like Flash Gordon. I mean, if you blink your eyes, he's to the rim. And
He is.
We need that, and we got to keep having that.
Well, no question about that. And Valdosta State tonight also got 15 points and 8 rebounds from Darryl Jones. The big guy in the middle made some tremendous plays down low.
Yeah, I mean, I think Darryl played well. I just like Bryce's energy. I thought Greg gave us great energy in the second half. Thought he played a long stretch, and Gorey's going to give us energy. I mean, we had some guys playing, but as a team, like our team defense was horrible. Just bad. I don't mean to be so negative, but it was horrible. I don't know what other word to say it.
Fort Valley State shot 58% from the floor, 40 of 69 shots.
I told my guys in the locker room, I said, we ain't winning in the GSC like that. I can tell you that right now. Now, you hope and pray that it's, coming off of finals, and we had beat them by 30 on a neutral court early. I mean, I have to tell myself that they're still kids, and but that's my job to get them ready, and I didn't have them ready tonight, so I take the responsibility for that.
Valdosta State wins the game, which is the bottom line, which Bo Justice emphasized again and again in the interview. He said, hey, I just wanted to win the game. I knew I had a lot of points because I'd hit a lot of threes, but by golly, winning the game was most important. And the Blazers did that, 111 to 98 over Fort Valley State.
Yeah, we did. I mean, again, I don't, I told our guys, I said, we just got to turn the page and just acknowledge the fact we didn't play well and work harder this week because we're going on the road in two very difficult arenas. At Lee will be super loud, and at Huntsville will be super loud. So we got to get ready to play on the road, and maybe we got a bad game out, but I just didn't like our team defensive energy tonight. Was horrible.
Valdosta State with only one non-league game left the entire season. That's Emmanuel on December 30th. Other than that, it's all Gulf South Conference game. This team is 9-0. They've won every game you put them out there. They ready for Gulf South Conference action.
Not after tonight, I can tell you that. I mean, we need 3 practices before we're ready. I can tell you that. I think offensively we might be ready because we scored so well. But you know this, I mean, teams are going to slow it down. Teams are going to.
They are.
It's kind of like what our football team faced this weekend on a team that those linemen just stood there and waited till the play clock got down to like 10 and the coach would call in the play, and they just tried to slow them down. And again, they overcame it, and so did we tonight. But you got to be careful now because teams are going to slow it down, and we've got to have discipline, and I don't think we had much discipline tonight.
Mike Helford, thanks for stopping by in the post game. Wish you much success against Lee on Saturday and Alabama-Huntsville on Monday night.
I appreciate it. It's going to be a very difficult road trip. I'm just, glad we got out here with the win. And I will say this. I want to say good luck to the football team playing for a national championship. I saw a lot of the kids were here. I hope everything went well at halftime. But those kids are playing for a lot bigger prize than we played for tonight for a Valley. We played for a win. They're playing for a championship. So good luck to them. And I hope people really, the people that are going there get to support them and see what happens. But I feel pretty good about it. I'm the basketball coach, so I'm supposed to say that. Kerwin probably yell at me.
Ed Kerwin on at halftime. It was great talking to the coach of the football team and the coach of the basketball team on the same night. Yeah. And I was as well. Wish him much success on Saturday in Texas.
Kerwin's such a good guy. Every time I talk to him, sometimes I go over there and sit in his office and just talk to him for 15, 20 minutes. He's such a good guy. That whole staff over there in football, man, they're as quality people as you're going to get.
Absolutely.
And great representatives for our university. And I think I have great assistants too. So, I mean, you look across the athletic department and there's good folks in every position, good head coaches, great assistants. I think, and that's a credit to her bringing everybody in here. He's the one that pretty much guides the ship. So, but I think football really deserves to win a national championship, and I hope it happens.
Pulling for him on Saturday. Mike Helfer, thanks for stopping by in the postgame.
Thank you.
Mike Helfer, head coach of the Blazer basketball team. They get a big win tonight over Fort Valley State University, 111 to 98. Bo Justice sets the individual game scoring record with 47 points. The individual three-pointers made in a game with 12. Previous record was 11. Previous scoring record was 46 by John Neal and Eddie Brown. That's going to wrap it up for me. We'll do it again next time the Blazers hit the court. Final score, Valdosta State 111, Fort Valley State 98. Until next time, I'm Mike Chasen saying I thank God for the ability. Aloha. Thanks, Jack. Good job. Thank you. Bye.